Yeah.
And you're like, but you keep telling yourself, okay, it's really fun, because if I fall asleep right now, I still have 3 hours. And then it's 1, and then it's 2, and then it's 3:30, and at that point you're going, are you kidding me? Like, I don't stay awake till 3:30 when I'm like drunk like a skunk. I don't stay awake till 3:30. How am I awake right now? And then an hour later you wake up and go, well, that was nice and refreshing.
But you don't look it. You look fresh and
Thank you.
not tired.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's benefits of makeup.
So this is why I misspelled half of everybody's names in here, because I'm so tired I'm not even thinking straight. So anyway, D.L. Hughley was on my flight though.
Yeah.
I know, I was like, hi, that's great.
Well, we're happy to be here. This is fantastic. Everybody in Dallas has been really, really, really friendly, and it's been a fun con so far.
It's been really nice. Yeah, it's been great. You know, Tricia and I actually said this when we came through. For all of you who don't know, we did the motorcycle ride, and Texas was, you know, New Orleans by way of Texas. We didn't know what kind of like response we would get in Texas, because we, I guess, just assumed that people in Texas were like, leave our oil alone, we drive trucks and hate you, people who drive hybrids.
None of us drive hybrids.
Yeah, we don't drive hybrids, we both have SUVs. Hey, we have motorcycles, it's much more environmentally friendly. But the kindest people we met, and the people who were most like, receptive of what we were doing for the environment were in Texas. And we were like, is this not odd?
For those of you that don't know, we were partnered with the Gulf Restoration Network to try and bring awareness, continued awareness for the cleanup of the oil spill. So that's our real strategy here, but we
thought we were
great
very
reaction.
shocked. Our biggest fear was a question that we actually got quite a bit, was that, people were like, explain to me why you're driving across the country using gas, talking about an oil spill and saying that it's bad and trying to help the environment. And we were like,
this isn't a political statement. This is just the fact that we need more regulations for cleaner and safer drilling. If you are going to drill, we need to be able to, guarantee that this isn't going to happen again and be accountable for it, and for the continued cleanup. And what we learned was there was, 1,600 uncapped wells that this could happen to, that are just unmanned and not on anybody's radar, really. So just that was our focus. But we can talk about that in the news stream.
Sorry.
You guys want to hear about Star?
I'm like, sorry we brought that up, but anyway.
On that note, we are going to be Ustreaming tonight. I'm sure you all are going to be partying and having fun. But if any of you are in your hotel rooms or at home at 8 o'clock tonight, we are going to be Ustreaming, doing a recap of our ride. Go to Ustream.com, I think.
Ustream.com, and then search Katee and Tricia. No,
Acting
Outlaws.
Okay, now Battlestar.
I'm just going to take the baby and go away. Seriously, what is it with me and babies?
I know, you gotta have a baby soon.
Can you guys imagine me with a baby? I'd be like, would you shut up? This thing. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, Auntie Tricia, okay. I think what works best for us is questions, because we love hearing your questions, and that's what gets us going and because we don't talk enough anyway.
Yeah.
We really need your help to get us going.
Yeah.
We can tell.
But the problem is, if you don't ask questions, Tricia and I will just sit here and start talking, because that's what we do all the time.
It'll just be verbal diatribe. Yes, there's a question there, there's a line up there, so how are we supposed to do this? I guess the mic.
Right. Hi, a question for Tricia about your time on Burn Notice. Throughout the season, your character was sort of built up as sort of Michael Shank's character is sort of vanity, but you two never even shared any scenes together by the end. Were you disappointed by that?
Yeah, that is the case with many TV shows, is you really don't you'll end up, your storyline is you basically work with one actor and stuff. I didn't even really know he was, because I only had the scripts that I was in, and I wasn't in every script. So to see. He was in the other scripts, so I didn't even know what was going on with his character. So I didn't really actually find out till the end that I was kind of against him. Or he was.
Tricia and I didn't work together the entire first season of Battlestar Galactica until we got in a fight. Like, we started working together, and I actually think I called my manager after that day, and I was like, God dang it. I was like, not only is she beautiful and tall, but she's actually nice, and I like her. So, yeah.
Back at you, except for the tall part. But yes, to answer your question, that happens a lot actually, and so it's not so much of a surprise when it does happen. It's unfortunate because you'd like to know everything, so it influences your character, but it doesn't happen all the time.
Thanks.
Questions for Katee. How did you get approached to do The Big Bang Theory?
It's actually very, very funny. Tricia was shooting 2.5 Men, and Tricia and I have this kind of thing where before every live show that we do, whether we're together or not, we take shots of tequila.
Not every show, but like you go on David Letterman and you're nervous and the studio's cold and
so you have the little travel bottles of tequila. I call them travel bottles, like it's normal. Like you just travel with them in the car, like you just travel with them.
She's kidding, but they're the little ones, you know. So it's a one-shot deal. It's not a open up and accidentally have more than one shot.
Right, but Tricia and I have never, I don't think either one of us had ever done any live television shows, so she was really nervous and I was trying to be a good best friend, and so I'm trying to drive from the beach to the valley with shots of tequila in my car so she can take a shot before she goes in front of the live audience, and I'm calling her going, I'm on my way, I'm coming, I swear I'll be there, and I'm sprinting in, and like Chuck Lorre's there, and I never met him, and he's like, oh, Katee Sackhoff. I was like, I'll talk to you later, I'm going to meet Tricia. and I came out, and while she was shooting, Tricia didn't let me stay and actually watch her shoot, but
I was too nervous to have her there.
So Chuck walked me to my car, and he was like, are you going to do The Big Bang Theory? And I was like, really? You want me to? That'd be great. Because like I kind of, when Tricia was there, I was like, oh my God, this actually could be kind of cool. So I kind of jumped on her bandwagon, really.
And then I wasn't the friend that went back and gave her a tequila shot when she shot. But she didn't do it live because she was in a bathtub, so they pre-shot that. So
I was in a bathtub.
She wasn't nervous.
Swallow it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tricia.
Yes.
Weren't you just on that episode of Lie to Me?
I was, yes.
What was it like to work with that Tim Roth? Oh my God.
I've told my husband this. I have a crush on Tim Roth. I mean, not seriously, because I'm very happily married, but Tim and I just got along great from the get-go, and I was actually nervous when they offered me the role. I was like, they do know I'm 5'11", right? They do.
And he's so short.
And he's probably about 5'6", 5'7", and he's James Callis' height. So I was like, I'm used to it, and I don't care. But you never know how a guy's going to react, and especially a big star. And they assured me that the producers knew how tall I was, and I get there, and Tim was he was so incredible, such a great actor, and so fun. And if you follow the show, you follow his twit pics.
He has the best tweets.
He has the best tweets, and he realized very quickly that I was a goof, and so he loved taking pictures of me because I do silly things, and we had a really, really fun time together. I hope the show comes back. I know it's on the bubble,
It's a great show.
but I really do hope the show comes back.
Well, I was excited when I saw your credits and saw that, and it's like, oh yeah, she was the one that was in that episode. So
Yes.
That was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. I adore you, Tricia, but this question is for Katee. Okay, so... Pull out your ass. Okay. So, were you smoking cigars before you played Starbuck? Or was that something you just choked down for the cameras, like you really hated it?
No, I've never smoked a cigar ever.
You're like a pro.
Thank you. Yeah. I have a list of credits now that are like, shoots guns perfectly, can beat up a guy, smokes cigars, drinks like a fish. No, I hadn't, and I was at a point in my life where I was smoking cigarettes.